an MC Camel GT Road Racing win coming up.
How surprising. Would you love any other series if you had 6 wins in a row in a different series?
No, but he'd still like to go over and show him something over there that you might have said I couldn't do it, but I'll show you now.
Absolutely.
Well, look at young Scott Pruitt goes from GTO and GTU. Starts 16th, got as high as 8th, but finished 16th in the Meadowlands in kart racing in a fill-in ride for Kevin Cogan here just last week. So we got some great drivers on our circuit.
Our broadcast of the G.I. Joe's Grand Prix is being brought to you in part by Payless Drugstores. Over 20 locations in the metropolitan area. Payless, easier to shop, easier to save. And it's brought to you in part by your Portland area Goodyear retailers, home of the Goodyear Eagle, GT, and ST radials. And by Portland Saturday Market. It happens every Saturday and Sunday. It's Portland Saturday Market, Portland's unique marketplace. Bill Bowser, one of the things that is most impressing me today is, yes, at the moment at least, Jeff Brabham and John Morton in the 2 Nissans are running away with this race. And if you read about it in the paper, that's the way it's going to read and that's the way it is. But I would have to think that the Jaguar team, the Castrol Jaguar team of Tom Walkinshaw Racing, has to be encouraged. Right now, John Nielsen and their number 60 car running in a good solid 3rd place, and Davy Jones doing a great job with their number 61 car in 4th place. So right now, the order is Nissan, Jaguar, Porsche, Ford. Pretty good showing for everybody.
A good showing for everyone. The Porsche's having their trouble here today. The Jaguar's not having very little trouble at all, if any. And the Nissan's not a glitch. And that has been the way the Nissan team has been. No glitches at all.
We have not been keeping an exact count. There has been a fair amount of attrition in this race. What was a very full racetrack actually has some space on it now. As we watch Davy Jones in the number 61 Castrol Jaguar using most of the racetrack in turn number 9 to get out onto the main straightaway. And we're about to update the Camel lights. And as a matter of fact, there has been a change there. We did double check with official scoring, and Charles Morgan. All right, everyone is on the same lap with the Camel lights. And would you take a look at that, Bill Bowser, please?
Oh, one, Charlie Morgan out of Conway, Arkansas, aboard the Axiom Pontiac Firebird. And then comes Scott Schubert, and led most of the way, went in and took a touch of gas, and when he did, Charlie Morgan took over, and Scott Schubert and the S&L Racing Buick sits in 2nd place on the West Palm, Florida. New Jersey and Essex Racing driver Tommy Hesser in the Buick-powered automobile. Number 19 sits in 3rd spot in Camel lights. So a little bit of a switch there. They're all in the same lap. That could mean going down to the wire with about 10 to 11 laps to go. It could be a real race because they are very close together out over the 1.9-mile course.
And we'll be right back with more of the G.I. Joe's Grand Prix on 1190 KEX.
Mike's Deck Shoes Coleman 80 KEX. Here's Gordon Scott.
All right, just about 9 laps to go, according to the scoreboard, gentlemen. We are in lap 88, or perhaps lap 89 of a scheduled 97 laps. And let's find out what's going on around the race course. Scott Schubert has retaken the lead in the lights. It happened just a lap or so ago. Scott Schubert. The Buick number 4 has retaken the lead from the Firebird number 01 of Charles Morgan. So Schubert back in the lead now. Here he comes through turn number 9. Charles Morgan is certainly within striking distance. And now right behind him is Jim Downing. Downing down in 5th spot, we show him. But Downing is running with the leaders, Scott Schubert and Charles Morgan. So it looks like we've got a battle for the lead going on in the lights division. They're coming toward turn 1, Dave Bell.
There's Scott Schubert, and just as quickly, there goes Charles Morgan. And you're right, the Downing car, the 63 car, is right behind now. So that car has evidently really climbed up here just in the last couple of laps. There's a lot of shuffling has been going on in the lights division. Schubert takes the yellow car through turn 3, though. Morgan leads the rest of that pack on through 3 with one of the prototype cars now passing and making room for himself going through that field.
Now, I had Charlie Morgan coming by before Scott Schubert did, but we'll have to let scoring take care of that one. Schubert comes by now, drifts to the outside of the race course, and heads towards 7. There's a whole pack of cars, lights all bunched up together right behind.
All right, let's take a look for them. Nope, here comes Scott Schubert. Yes, Charles Morgan is back in the lead. Charles Morgan leads Scott Schubot as they come through turn number 9. There is Don Bell. Now we're also looking for Tom Hessert, whom we did show in 3rd place, the number 19 Essex Racing Buick, and we'll see when he comes around. And we'll also be sure, of course, to check with official scoring. But right now, it looks like there is definitely a fight going on for the lead in the lights between Charlie Morgan and the number 01 Pontiac Firebird and Scott Schubot in the number 4 Buick-powered car.
It is Schubot now falling. I think he's falling back off the pace because that was much, much closer. But Schubot, although the car doesn't appear to be running bad, just doesn't have, that was a much closer race just a moment ago is what I'm saying.
Schubot coming out of turn 4. He may have some tire problems, and I noticed earlier a few chunks of tires coming out the bottom. I didn't report it. I thought he may have just run over it. But we may see Scott Schubot's tires going away on that number 4 car.
All right, now also arranging some of our paperwork. This may be a good opportunity. Let's go down to the pit road and get a word with Dane Pederesi.
Well, when Schubot came in for that fuel stop in his little pit stop here, none other than Amos Johnson crew, the Yokohama-sponsored man in the GTU, it was his crew who performed the pit stop.
And now running very slowly through turn number 9, Don Bell. I did not see him go off course, but Don Bell came out of 8 and through 9 very slowly in the number 07 Pontiac Firebird. He has been lying 4th in this race, and it's time to do thusly. It is time for, once again, our Armstrong Motorsports crew on 1190 KEX to make our choices for the Norelco Drivers' Cup. Let me warn you guys about that. I don't want to catch you with it flat-footed. Here comes John Morton through turn number 9. Boy, Brabham and Morton in the Nissans have looked like a couple of guys out on a Sunday drive. The cars seem to be rather slow as they go through turn number 9, but everybody is pussyfooting here in 9. It's obviously a very slick part of this race course. Let's go to the pits and Mark Goodman.
Well, the number 7 Camel Lights car is in the pits, as you reported. It is tires that he was needing. He's getting new right side tires, that's it, and back out on the track.
All right, thank you very much. And if I may, I will go down to Dave Bell in turn number 1. Your choice in this race, please, Dave Bell, for the Norelco Drivers' Cup.
Last race I had to go with an underdog, and I went down a class to do it. This time I can't see at this stage of the race going with anyone else than the race leader right now. It's been such a dominant performance by the Nissans in this. I'm really going to have to go with Jeff Brabham.
All right, now let's also go out to Fred Armstrong in turn 6. Fred, your choice for the Norelco Drivers' Cup.
Working traffic very well all day long, and once again doing it right now as he comes out of turn number 4, getting around some other lights cars, and I'm going to have to give that one to Scott Schubot.
All right, Scott Schubot, I will make that note. Now, if we can, let's go to Mark Goodman in the pits and get his choice for the Norelco Drivers' Cup.
Well, I will agree with Dave as far as it being a Nissan, but I think I'll go with John Morton. He's had a new car to shake down, a brand new car, even though it's a Nissan. They're the overdogs. Still, that's a task that cannot be underestimated, and he had to work his way back up through traffic. John Morton, my vote for the Norelco Cup.
All right, and Dane Pederesi, your vote, please.
Well, I have to second the motion with Mark Goodman. I feel John Morton has done one heck of a job with a brand new car this year, and he did not get a very good start. He did have to build his way back up again, and his drive really has been flawless this afternoon.
And I will not break that pattern. I think that these are all very good choices and all with very good reasons behind them. But I will cast my vote also for John Morton, particularly keeping in mind the tremendous organization of this Nissan team. But for the very first time here, a two-car effort, John Morton not having to be the bridesmaid, although he soldiers on in second place in the race right now. So my vote too will go to John Morton, particularly when you take into consideration that he had a life-threatening crash not very long ago. His recovery has been absolutely amazing. So we'll see how it comes out at the end of the event as we are coming down toward the conclusion of the G.I. Joe's Grand Prix on 1190 KEX.
Grand Prix on 1190 KEX. Here's Gordon Scott.
And I believe the leaders are working lap 95. There should be 2 laps to go. I will take this brief opportunity to remind you that our broadcast today has been brought to you in part by Nelson's Tire Warehouse. Make Nelson's Tire Warehouse on Southeast Stark your first stop before you buy tires. By Payless Drugstores, over 20 locations in the metropolitan area. Payless, easier to shop, easier to save. And by G.I. Joe's. Shop the summer fun sale going on right now at G.I. Joe's. And while you're there, be sure and let the good people at G.I. Joe's know how much you enjoyed today's races. Let's follow the leaders around. Jeff Brabham, the number 83 Nissan, exiting turn number 9. When he crosses the start-finish line, there will be 2 laps to go. Let's follow the Electromotive Nissan number 83 around. Here's Dave Bell.
It isn't going to take long to follow him around either. He's already in the braking area for turn 1. Swings down into that region right now. He is just a very, very smooth ride ahead of him. There's only one car. That is Bruce Levin in the 86. And then beyond that, very, very little traffic. So it's just a matter of settling it down and taking it very cleanly through turn 3, which he does. It looks very nice going into 4.
Jeff Brabham with just a little bit of traffic ahead in the form of one car, out of 4 now through 5A and 5B. Just impeccable line, not a wheel out of place as he has done all day long. Drifts to the outside of the race course, down towards turn number 7. Jeff Brabham, beautiful and smooth all the way.
And now we get the word that we may be working lap 97. We apparently are working lap 97. Okay, the final lap as Jeff Brabham comes through turn number 9. Right square in the middle of the racetrack, as he has been all day long. He's headed toward the tower. Dave Bell.
We have the checkered flag. There it flies, right there. The checkered flag is flying for the end of the race. Jeff Brabham crosses the line and takes it, and this one is history.
All right, now coming through turn number 9, John Morton, the Electromotive Nissan number 84. He will receive the checkered flag. John Nielsen, the number 60 Jaguar, comes through turn number 9, the beautiful Kestrel-colored Big Cat. He should finish up 3rd. Here comes Davy Jones. Nope, not Davy Jones as yet. We have James Weaver going through. We believe he will finish up in 5th place. Here comes Davy Jones. Now, the number 61 Kestrel Jaguar. We show him unofficially in 4th place. And we will be right back as they will take their cool-down laps. The rest of the field finishes up. Charles Morgan, we believe, has won the lights division in the number 01 Pontiac Firebird. Scott Schubot, the number 4 Buick-powered car, is 2nd. And Tom Hessert in the Essex Racing Buick number 19 should finish up in 3rd. We will be back for the Victory Circle celebrations with Bill Bowser in just a moment. You've been listening to the G.I. Joe
Grand Prix on 1190 KEX. Here's Gordon Scott.
And as we prepare to go down into Victory Circle with Bill Bowser, as we overlook the Victory Circle area, I can tell you that the very first driver out of the car was Scott Schubot in the number 4 Buick-powered S&L Racing 2nd place car in the lights division. And what did Scott Schubot do? Took the gloves off, but still with the helmet on. He walked immediately over to the number 01 Axiom Pontiac Firebird of Charles Morgan and stuck his hand in through the open door to shake Charlie Morgan's hand. That was a great battle in the lights. Right now, the crews from ESPN having their words with Jeff Brabham. They are, of course, on the air live, and so we will defer to that as they have to go ahead and get their interview with the winners and get it wound up. But very shortly, Jeff Brabham will be moving over. And don't forget, those of you here at Portland International Raceway, we have another racing event yet to come. The Barber Saab Pro Series 30-minute sprint race coming up. Open-wheeled, open-cockpit cars. Don't anybody start for home yet. You can avoid the traffic. Stick around for the Barber Saab and let other people fight the traffic out on the racetrack for just a few more minutes. All right, as we continue with our live broadcast on 1190 KEX as well as on the public address system all the way around here, some of the crews coming down now to congratulate their drivers. They, of course, share in the victories, and as we do so many Sundays at so many different race courses, we are about to begin the ceremony that we call, since it is Sunday, Our Lady of the Hats. Let's go down right now to the Victory Circle and our colleague Bill Bowser.
I am not Our Lady of the Hats. However, we will talk with John Nielsen, who just had a tremendous run today in the Jaguar XJR9. John, a great run.
Well, thank you. You know, the best we could do today. We get some points.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, points or not, you guys really put a chase on today. You had them thinking.